we're going to be dealing more on the modeling aspect of it. How did you really know you could do
Okay.
this as a child of God? How old were you when you went for your very first audition? Do you have people who, like, you have management at that time? The question I have for you now is, what was your first modest fashion audition, seeing that you are like
Okay.
you're a no makeup queen? Because what I'm asking is that you are there, you've been there, you are currently there now, and there are some things you must have heard people say about those who are into modeling, but you going into there know that it is not true. So help us debunk some of these myths. What were the failures you encountered in your years of modeling? Not just in the modeling, even in other the brand deals, influencing, in all of these things you do. Like, please, just the floor is
Okay.
yours. Hey gorgeous, and welcome back to the Christian Girl Vibe Live. I am your host for today. I've always been your host anyways, Nnalue Ifeoma, and today we are talking about the fashion industry. Yes, we are talking about modeling, we're talking about a whole lot of things that has to do with a very young, beautiful lady who ventured into the career, the fashion industry, and also went into straight to like modeling. And because we have a lot of myth about modeling today in today's world, that Christians should, can Christians really go into modeling and the rest of them? And she had really proven to the world that, of course, yes, Christians can take up that modeling space and still do it to the glory of God. So today I have my beautiful guest, Her Royal Majesty Miracle Chiamaka Ezeh-David. Let's all make welcome for our guest for today. If you're watching me, please begin to clap your hand. Her Royal Majesty, welcome to the show.
Hello. Okay. All right. Thank you.
How are you doing?
Thank you so much. I'm doing great by His grace, by the grace of God.
Of
I'm
course you
doing
are.
very fine. Yeah.
Yeah. One of the things I just like about like seeing you here on this particular video is for whatsoever reason, I like people that have these two teeth. Like these two teeth. There's something it does to my I just love them. And people that have
Oh.
diastema. Yeah. It makes
uh,
them look beautiful, speak beautiful, and plus people that wear glasses, it makes them look smart. So
are
I'm
you
happy.
serious? Thank.
Yes,
I'm
yes.
actually blushing right now. Please, can I just say something?
Sure. Go on.
Yeah. Can I? Am I permitted to compliment you?
Oh, okay, go on.
Yeah. Okay. I must say that you're very, very. I'm not trying to flatter you right now, or maybe trying to say back what you said to me, but truth to be told, and it's obvious. It's not something you just someone needs to tell you, but you're extremely beautiful, like naturally beautiful. And I really admire those that any young lady that without makeup, she's beautiful with her hair, she's bold. I
Mm.
mean, you're beautiful. You're naturally beautiful. So
Oh,
I, yeah,
thank you. Thank you so much. I
yeah,
really do appreciate that. Because if we continue now, you and I will just finish this podcast with, oh, you are beautiful, you are beautiful, you are beautiful. We all know of course, the Bible said that we are wonderfully, beautiful, fearfully made.
carefully
And
made. Yeah.
yeah, we are God's handworks, and people should see our lives and also see God radiate in and through us. So once again, thank you. All right. So for all of us who are
You're
watching
welcome.
us, yeah, for everyone watching us, a little bit of introduction to who our queen is. She is Miss Miracle Ezeh-David. In case you heard, I said Miss, so she's single. Thank you. So she's Miss Miracle Ezeh-David, and she's from Idatu South local government area of Imo State, and she's currently the No Makeup Queen Africa Tourism 2022 and Miss Yorochi Facebook community, most photogenic 2023. I think I saw when Yorochi had that contest this year.
Yes.
And the pictures to do that place really stood out. And okay, so let me continue. She actually was the face of Africa 2021. She was former Miss House of Beauty Nigeria 2019. She's one of the Colgate toothpaste Nigerian brand ambassador, Nigerian brand model and advertiser. While I was back home, Colgate was actually the brand, the toothbrush company I really used before I left. She's also the 3D studio photography brand ambassador, the former face, brand ambassador of Peniel Global Network Nigeria 2021, and she's currently the brand model advertiser for mixed milk products. So she has a lot of things. Her table is filled, and she is an aspiring nurse who seeks to further her education in the tertiary institution. Honestly, for everyone who's going to fall sick and they see your face as a nurse, they have no choice than to just
I
begin to
see it
heal
to
up.
recover to get.
Honestly, honestly, girl, you have so much on your table, so much on your table. Before we even dive deeper, let me call out some of the services, Her Royal Majesty, renders. She renders, some of our services include fashion face commercial model. So if you're looking for fashion model or face model or commercial model, she's the right person to, to get in touch with. A social media manager, she handler and marketing, song administration, you want someone to come and sing, she's the one. Content creation, red carpet hosting, brand product advertising, brand influencing, and ambassadorship, catering, and so much more. So if you're looking for that perfect person to like help you take your brand from a 0 to 100, or to wherever you want it to be. She's the perfect person for that. Why do I have the nerves to say this? You just have to visit her social media. Just go to her Facebook first, even start with her Facebook. On her Facebook, it's simply Miracle Ezeh-David, if I'm not
Chiamaka.
mistaken. Yeah,
Yeah.
Miracle Chiamaka
Miracle
Ezeh-David.
Chiamaka Ezeh-David.
Yeah, Miracle Chiamaka Ezeh-David. Search for it on
Then
Facebook.
my brand page or brand official brand page is the Christian model.
Mm. Okay, so you have all of this information. Just check her out. They also will be on the screen for you to also, clearly see and check her out. Very, very important. All right. Her Royal Majesty, once again, thank you so much for coming. We are going to be diving
Thank you so much,
deeper.
ma'am.
Yeah,
Okay.
we're going to be diving deeper, and I'm going to be asking like a couple of questions. Do you know this year was not the first time I ever saw you on social media? The first time I saw you on social media, and I'm like, okay, she's a model, a Christian model. I'm like, okay, do we really, like, for real, do we really have Christian models? And then I didn't really take it further. I think that was the first time I was using my main Facebook page because I had to switch between my two Facebook pages. So it was this year that I started having more activities on my Facebook page. So it was on Facebook page that I saw you. But when I go back to
Okay.
my normal Facebook, I don't always like then I don't used to see you. Now my question for you now would be, how did you know you were meant for this? Like, how did you know this is your calling? We are going to be, targeting more. We're going to be dealing more on the modeling aspect of it. How did you really know you could do
Okay.
this as a child of God?
Okay. Wow. Once again, thanks for this privilege to be a guest on this podcast, rather discussing about the fashion industry and also maybe about me likewise too. So it's a great honor to have someone like you interview me. I really do appreciate that. I humble with that. Thank you so much. Okay, well, I should I say I started modeling since 2017 while I was still in secondary school. I'm someone that loves taking pictures. I just love anything camera.
How can you not
You
like a
can't
fine
see.
girl? What are you telling?
Yeah. So I love anything coming. I didn't know that. I was thinking it was abnormal. You understand? Because
Mm,
if I just see someone raise camera up, I will like what do we? I would just enter there. So I know that somehow anyhow it got some people disgusted. Like why is this girl always trying to show herself to? You understand? So I started restricting myself, trying to stop it to an extent. So it will not be like, okay, this guy is notice me or something. That
yeah.
if I go to church, I always snap. In fact, they'd see me as okay, this sister that snaps picture. I'm very happy. Can never see, take all the pictures on Sundays without seeing her. So I was thinking, I didn't know that okay, something was actually propelling that. Something was trying, stirring me up. Do you
Mm,
understand? Okay, so when I was in secondary school, I contested for at an early stage. I contested for um I was in View House, right? Okay, I was in View House, so I contested for Miss View House Queen. You understand? I wasn't sure
yeah.
I was going to win, but one thing that drives me is my passion. I'm so passionate and very determined. If I say I'm going to get this, I'm definitely going to get it. I don't know how it's going to work, but I believe that I can do it. Do you understand? I'm very, very passionate and I'm so determined whenever I'm doing something. So I think passion comes with determination. Do you understand? So my passion was driving me. I contested for Miss House Queen with so many other beautiful ladies too. So I was like, how am I going to be this, win this stuff and you understand with these beautiful people and also the brain and everything. But my determination told me, look, you can do this. They don't have two heads. Do you understand?
Yeah.
So I went for it, went for audition. I won. Oh. God did. I want the bigger screen. Next thing, they said, okay, they need young ladies that will go and contest for Miss Tommy Tommy. This is like when I was in SS2.
Mm.
They need young ladies, secondary school students, just secondary school that are going to go contest for Miss Tommy Tommy. That should be back then. I can't remember the year. So I came out for audition, was picked, and I also went to I couldn't proceed with the main stage, but because of I was writing my ex, I had to withdraw so my knife on my neck. Do you understand? So
Yeah.
I also came out and contested for Miss the name of my school is Owerri City Model Secondary School in Owerri. So I
Mm.
contested for Miss Owerri City School 2017, and by the special grace of God, I won too. And I found out also that I love going to studios to take pictures. I'm always in the studio. I'm camera friendly by God's grace. I'm camera friendly, you understand? So anytime, I don't stress photographers. Anytime I'm on the screen, they'll be like, this girl, you have this. So that was when I started discovering. I didn't even know things about modeling. I didn't even know that I had passion for modeling. I'm always
Mm.
checking catalogs, checking pictures, calendars, school calendars, seeing if I see a lady wearing crown and such, I'll be like, oh my God, I wish to be like this. I can't wait to contest. I can't wait to be Miss this, Miss that, Miss this, Miss that. I was seeing it as a pleasure, not a kind of maybe career or a passion
Yeah.
something I just love doing. Do you understand? Yes.
Yeah.
So I was checking catalog. I was seeing people posing like this, giving straight look and everything. I would just be admiring them. So I started. I don't know how I started going to studio, but I know that I started going to studio and taking pictures and posting, and I started getting followers. People started liking that this girl was very good. So that was how I discovered that okay, this is actually my passion.
Mm.
Do you understand?
Wow.
Yeah. So
It's
I
it,
took
it's
it up.
the beauty of everything was that it just started like a hobby kind of. It's something you love doing.
Yes, a
Yeah.
pleasure. Yeah, something I derive joy from. Do you
Mm.
understand? It's something that it's in me. It's something I love doing. So let me be fast in my talk. So when I
Yeah.
started proceeding and getting into modeling, not like into modeling, but we started knowing stuff about modeling. That
Yeah.
actually this is modeling that is trying to yeah. So I started having challenges like family challenges, challenges coming from the family, challenge coming from my church
You
because
know what? We are going
modeling
to
is
we are definitely going to touch that because it's one of the questions I have. I know there's no way
oh
you are
okay.
going to like go into modeling and you don't face like challenges from home, from the church because you're a
Okay,
child
okay.
of God, from the society. We're actually coming down to
Yeah,
that one. How old were you when you went for your very, very, very first audition?
okay. I was 19 years when I started going for real contests. That was
Mm.
Miss House of Beauty Nigeria. That was my first contest and first audition. And
Wow.
I came out as the face of I wasn't the main winner, but I came out as the first runner of.
Oh,
Well,
that's
that was
awesome.
my first
Do
ever
you,
con.
do you
Yeah,
have
and that was at
people?
19
Yeah.
years.
Mm, I see. Do you have people who like, you have management at that time, people who, not just
Oh,
people who motivate you or like a team that's okay, Miracle, you should go for this audition, you should dress like this, do
okay.
your hair like this, do this one, do that one, the costume and the rest of them. Do you have like a team when you started? And if you don't have when you
Okay,
started, right now, do you like have a team that manages you? Yeah, I think that's the word, manages you.
okay. Right. When I started, I had friends. Okay, I had a teacher that supported me.
Mm,
She saw the zeal, she saw the passion in me. So she was like, "This girl, if I help her or support her, she would really go far in modeling." But
yeah.
then I didn't even know what she meant. Yes, but she was seeing something in me that I didn't even know. Do you understand? But every time we are called for audition, then in secondary school, she'd be like, Miracle must go for this thing, whether she is good or not. She's going for this competition. It's that she does not, and her name is Miss, I think I'm proud to call her out. She's
Okay.
Miss Tracy. I don't know her surname, but she's Miss Tracy. I would never forget. She was one of the first people that pushed me to
Mm.
go into modeling, regardless of anything, education, just enter there and do exploits. She was the one
Yeah.
that directed me at first. Then when I left secondary school, I went for the Miss House of Beauty Nigeria contest. I had a very good friend of mine, Shedrack, by name, who was there to pay for um my my contest fee,
Yeah.
everything, helped me to get votes. You understand? I had friends, and Shedrack was one of them too. Then also, my mom was a bit supportive, but she wasn't very stable. She was like, you know that this modeling is not good, but last, I'm still her daughter. Do you understand? Yes, there's no way
Yeah.
I would do something without her. So she supported me in the sense that she got me the first gown I used to contest. A
Wow.
very beautiful turkey gown. Yes, she got me the gown. She got me the heels. She was there, and I can remember vividly. I think it rained that day I contested. She was under the rain. The rain was beating her. She was still
Okay.
there cheering me up. Yes.
Okay.
So these were the supporters I had.
This is giving me goosebumps literally because mother's love, honestly, you cannot, there's nothing you can use to compare a mother's love.
Yeah,
Your
it's
mother is like,
seriously.
Miracle, this is not so good, though, but I'm going to support you because she knows that you
Yeah,
can do better. Like
yeah,
she sees something great in you. Your teacher saw the same thing, your friends saw the same thing. And you're blessed to have like, a group of good friends growing up. It's not everyone that have like people who genuinely care, and really cheer them up when they are going through when it seems as though they are appearing, at the spotlight.
yeah.
The question I have for you now is what was your first modest fashion audition, seeing that
Okay.
you're a no makeup queen? What was it? Was it challenging? Was it hard? 'Cause I know that being there, you're going to see other ladies on makeup. And then, so how was it? How was it for you?
Okay. Before I contested for no makeup queen. Just no
Okay.
makeup queen Africa 2022. That was last year. You
Mm,
understand? But before then, I was face of Miss Africa, and all the pageantries I've been going for, or pageants I've been going for, are very good one, modest one. People that also believe in my vision and also what I portray. Do you
mm,
understand? Yes. So I went for Face of Arise Africa. It's a good pageant actually. Yes. So, but something happened. The contestants were all on makeup, and it was nothing for me. It was not a big deal for me, but I decided not to, put up makeup because I just wanted to stand out for one. And secondly, I'm not really a makeup person. Though something happened again,
mm.
I tried to see if I could, most times pressure could make you do something. You're all human beings,
Yeah,
Yes,
yes.
you'll be like, I hope I wouldn't be seen as an outcast or someone that's trying to do something contrary or something that's trying to uh, bring myself out and make the other ones look. So I was just having so many thoughts. I was like, okay, let me just apply some little foundation. I made it. I found out that I checked myself in the mirror. I was like, no, this is not my thing. I just have to be myself. You understand? I just need to be myself regardless of anything. I had to wipe everything out. And believe me, I was just natural. So I think I'm not really a makeup person. It's not really, I don't. But that's by the way. uh,
Okay, I think I get it. The point
yeah.
here is the only thing you like
Yeah.
faced at that point was you had this peer pressure kind of, but the good part of it was that
Then,
you finally stood for who you are. This is no
yes.
shade for people who go on makeup. Of course, everyone
Yeah.
knows literally that makeup aids you in aging faster. In case you don't know, that's the
Okay.
truth. So that's
When I mean the pressure came, the pressure
mm,
really do. You understand? It did.
yeah.
Because even when I cleaned the makeup, my co-contestants were asking me, Miracle, why did you clean off your stuff? Why did you clean it? That time I just want to be myself. You know, like,
Mm,
why? That it will disqualify me. That and let them see. And one thing about me is if I make decision, I've made it. I'm not looking back.
yeah.
My yes is my yes, my no is my no. I've decided it. They were like, okay, no problem, fine. But they were still giving me some kind of eyes like, hey, what is this one claiming? What's okay,
That's
no,
the
no
thing.
problem. But yeah, but no matter. even with the pressure, I still stood on my ground and said, no, I've cleaned this up and I'm not putting it back. And that is me. And trust me, the first time I went for the Face of Arise Africa, I came out as first runner up, that's Miss Tourism. And the
Mm.
second one, I came out as Face of Arise. I was the main winner, Face of Arise
Wow.
Africa in 2021. Yes.
Without your makeup.
You can't make up.
Well, that's actually powerful. I want you to help me debunk some myth. There's some myth we have heard about. People who are into the fashion industry, especially models. What are some myths you
Okay.
have heard people talk about that is actually not true? Because what I'm asking is that you are there, you've been there, you are currently there now, and there are some things you must have heard people say about those who are into modeling, but you going into there know that it is not true. So help us debunk some of these myths.
Okay, well, modeling has actually been taken as not a child of God thing. It's not for the children of God. It's not is a kind of place or a kind of industry or kind of mountain of influence that gives lady the edge to showcase their nudity, to showcase their body and everything. Even while I was coming up as a
Mm,
model, I had these challenges. I had like so many restrictions from people that where I could, this place you're going is not good. This is not for you. You're a child of God. But then, as a Christian, why I wanted to go into when while going into modeling, think I had a vision that at some point I wanted to withdraw because definitely what they're saying is true. Modeling has different types, you understand? It's not most that you show your body. It's decision. Do you understand? You can
yeah.
decide to model bikini. You can decide to model a model's clothes, just like this Rhea Bani. I don't know if you know her. Rhea Bani is something like a lady that
Mm.
showcased that a fashion designer that shows a very decent wears online. Yes,
On Facebook, I think she's tall, very
on
tall and
Facebook.
fair. Is it
She's
a
tall and fair.
fine,
Yes,
fine
yes,
lady? She's fine.
yes. It's a brand I would love to work with. Seriously.
Mm,
Yeah. So, while, like I said before, there are people who would want to showcase their body, people who still want to model the same ways. Modeling has different perspective, different types. There are commercial modeling, there's so many other modeling too. So I was like, okay, I can actually use this modeling to preach Christ. Do you understand? Yes.
yeah.
You can you can be a Christian in the mountain of influences, just like acting, music, modeling, so many other this thing. So I said I would love to preach Christ. Do you understand?
Yeah.
To bring to win souls for Christ through modeling. And by the grace of God, it has not been easy, but I know that to an extent I'm doing that. Do you understand?
Yeah.
So it was not easy. I just shared my vision to my parents and some people they were like, no, the pressure must definitely carry you. If you don't beat them, you join them. I was like, no, no, no. I tried everything, all my possible best to convince them. But by the special grace of God, I've been moving. They're kind of pigeons. I'm not condemning any person, any brand, but they're kind of pigeon. I know that okay, it's not meant for me because of
Yeah.
what I portray. Do you understand? Yes.
Mm,
Uh-huh. There are kind of endorsement deals I don't get to for reasons best known to me. Do you understand? Yes.
yeah.
So I think this is basically it, right? And
Yeah. Yeah.
they're kind of stuffs I don't model. I can't come now since I'm a Christian model and be portraying wearing one shot and be posting it on social
Or
media wearing a
bikini and
bra.
showing it on social media.
No,
I,
I'm
I, I
saying
get
something
fine shape.
contrary to hey, is you.
Yeah, I get it. One thing I picked up from what you just mentioned here was like you have your standards, you have your core values.
Yeah.
One of the things I for some of us who don't know, we this entire podcast,
Okay.
excuse me. So
Sorry.
for someone, thank you. For those who really have no idea, this entire podcast is being brought to you by the Pruned. The Pruned is a femininity coaching program where we help you to begin reclaim your femininity and get pruned into your best selves using our three-step secrets: femininity power, relationship power, and cash flow power. And one of the
Yeah.
courses we had to cover when I have coaching sessions with my clients, one of the courses we cover
Okay.
is the high value woman's non negotiables. There are non negotiables. If you're a high value woman, you definitely are going to have your non negotiables. And one of them is compromising her core values and God. So, as a person, you must have core values. What are those core values? What are those things that, if you don't stand for anything, you're going to fall for everything, right? A company, a brand might
Yeah.
come to me and say, okay, girl, I can say, okay, you have a following, a growing following, and you're an influencer. Can you help us like influence sex toys? I, for one, and we're going to pay you handsomely, like we're going to give you like a good sum of money that I've never seen in my entire life. That money is
Yeah.
definitely good, girl. I know all the things I can do with that money. I know all the people I can help with that money. But I am compromising my core values. And everyone who is going to watch it be like, oh ma, it doesn't tally with what I believe in. So what I took out from what you made mention was that you already have your standards, you have your core values. There are things you can't compromise for anything, and that is key. And you rightly mentioned that, in the modeling fashion industry, the modeling world, we have different
Yeah.
types of them. The one you have chosen, the path you have chosen to tread on, is that of modesty that also portrays Christ. Someone might be like, oh, how are you preaching the word of God to people? She may not come with the microphone and say, hey, give your life to Christ, but the energy you emit, the way you do your things still give other young ladies hope that, oh, in a very crazy world that we live in today, I can still be a model, but a model for Christ, using Her Royal Majesty Miracle Chiamaka as case study. There is an example. You have now become the right example for so many young women who are coming up and are thinking, oh, can I do this modeling thing? And if you're still watching us
Yeah.
and you've not subscribed, remember, the Lord is watching you. The Lord is really watching you. Click on that subscribe button. No, for real. Click on it. Okay. So now let me ask you this very key question. What were the challenges you faced? What were the challenges like? I know that they definitely must be mountains
Yeah.
of them. So talk to us about it.
There were there are whole lots of challenges. Yes,
Mm.
not just in the modeling industry, but as a girl. Okay, not just as a girl, but
Yeah.
as a good looking and very good looking girl.
Very
You understand? I
pretty,
know.
pretty girl.
I see. Okay, so the challenges there are, like I said, there are many, and I might not actually remember all, but a few I do
Yeah.
take notice of are this. The first one is financially.
Mm.
And I'm going for a beauty pageant right now, and I need sponsors because most times it's not just your parents' money that can, you know,
Foot
help
the
you out,
bills,
or
help
if,
you.
yes, put the bills seriously, and for you to stand out because I'm someone that since I don't put on makeup and I don't, you know, do the normal thing, the usual thing,
Yeah.
I try to stand out in my outfits. Do you understand? Yeah, like let me say
And
something
your
about
skincare
decency.
too, because you have to
Okay,
be
yes.
glowing. And your hair.
Yes, just make sure you look good. You understand? Being um decent and modest doesn't mean you should put yourself inside the clothes and cover everything. Even the little shape God gave you, you are trying to hide it. You
Yeah.
understand? You can dress there extremely beautiful, classic. You understand? Even
Mm.
with looking decent. Okay, yeah. So, but many people have changed this perspective of being decent. They will be wearing overall skate, overall top, even tie scarf on top. That is not decent. But I will talk about that one later on, not now. So actually, I forgot the question you asked me. Please, what did you ask me again? So, okay, the
What were
challenges,
the
right?
challenges?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, so the challenges, the first one that I will be talking about right now is the financial aspect. Most times, I find it hard to get financial assistance because I wouldn't love to compromise my faith in the sense that there are things I could do to get money as a lady and as a very beautiful lady. Do you understand? I could just go
Yeah.
walk up to men and tell them, okay, daddy, or this one, I'm going for a contest and I need to look good. I need to win. If if you want to win a contest, you will definitely win a contest. Do you understand? Yes. So meet the person and think I want to go for this. Oh, sorry. Okay, I'm gonna go for this contest and I need very beautiful gown, describe everything. And if you check everything, it's be costing like maybe 300,000 and above. Where do you get that money as a student? Do you understand? Where do you get that money? Or where will you even be anticipating for that money to come from? Okay. So most times it's challenging and when you meet some people, some guys, though they are ready to help you out. But they will tell you, okay, you know what is involved, and you be my this, you be my that. If it's married
Scratch,
men, they'll be
scratch
like,
my back. I scratch your back. in the Lord. Hallelujah.
Oh yeah, you know what to do. Touch my head and I don't be my handbag. Do you understand? Then the guys will tell you, maybe most of them might come with, I cannot spend on the lady that I cannot get married to. You can imagine that.
Imagine.
Some will say, you have to be my girlfriend before I spend on you. Do you understand? So those
Yeah.
little, like, most times it's depressing. I'll be like, God, is it that good thing cannot come out in this world? Like, you can't just, as in, man, I'm so, I don't know, I'm just afraid. I feel like, what is the problem? I don't know these challenges that I'm facing. Do you understand? Like, it's hard, it's disheartening. Yes, and the pressure can, it's something that I'll be like, it's not better is just going to just do this. No one will know, nobody knows. It's just something I'll just do inside and come out and nobody see you will still see me as the normal person you see. But
Yeah.
when I think about it, I'm not social media does not hide anything and no secret is hidden forever. Do you understand? One day, definitely it's going to come out from any place,
And it's going to
anywhere,
be
and be like,
very loud because you're a child of God. Say,
very
all those born again, fear them.
yeah, see all this Nnalue, your neighbor, right? See all
Yeah.
these people that they say in the Christian, the church, we are church
Ntabia
people, I
abia
don't do
ha
much.
suchisientefa. Fear them.
Yeah. So I wouldn't want to do something that will bring how will I put it right now? Bring something to the body of Christ, like do you understand?
Bring
Like
shame,
something that will
reproach.
bring shame. Oh God, I wouldn't want to be an ambassador of that. Yes, so I'm very, very, very careful. That's the first challenge. Then the second challenge is this. Most times I go for modeling shows and I'm being pressurized to put on this, put on that, put on that. And believe me, that one is war altogether because it's something that can get you disqualified because you're not the only model. Trust me. You understand? You're not the only model that has what is needed. There is little to
Yeah.
anything. Yes, I don't know if it's necessary to point out the most of the things they
Please
tell
mention,
me to.
even if it's not
Okay,
everything,
like
like at least some of them.
okay, like okay, let me just say makeup, and they know that okay, I'm no makeup queen, and they'll be like, in this beauty pageant, you must make up. Oh. You cannot do it without makeup. Oh." I'm like, please, can't you just do your face? As long as you obey the other rules and meet up with the other criteria, can't you just stand out? I mean, like, we don't need church people here. Oh. If I mean, like, okay, you're entering into the modeling industry and you're doing church, you will not go far. Oh. It's not possible. You can never ever go far. I'm like, please, I know what I want. I'm not even asking to go far, but I know my mission. I know my vision. I know what I want in life. Do you understand?
Yeah.
So most times they'll tell me to the kind of hair I don't put on. You understand? So they tell me, okay, this is a photo board, is it mood photo mood or something like that? They call it photo something photo board. That this is photo board. So you need to put on pink hair, yellow hair, green hair for the photo shoot. You need to wear
Mm.
half coats on it. There are some brands that I've actually had issues with concerning that. Do you understand? They tell me,
Yeah.
okay, this is what I'm going to wear to shoot, and it's coming with good money, like mouth watering. Good deal. Do you understand? But
Yeah.
because of the outfits, the hairstyle, and I'll be like, no, I can't go on with this. Do you understand? Yes. And most of those deals I don't get it, and most of them I get it too. So most of them will say, if this girl could defend her faith, you understand? Why shouldn't we give her this? And she's not even ashamed of what she's maybe what
Yeah.
she's preaching or what she's portraying. Regardless, despite the pressure, despite the everything, the force trying to put me to do this, do that, I will tell them, no, please, I can't with politeness. So you understand? Okay, I
Yeah.
can't do this, please. They will understand, and after everything and everything and everything, you still have to, give me the deal and give me the endorsement. So
Mm.
clothes aspect, money aspect, and okay, this is basically it for now. These are the challenges. So
And family and church.
okay, okay, for the church, okay, the church aspect. When I started newly, I
Yeah.
didn't really get enough backup. They didn't want to. Much people didn't want to support me, but few supported me. Also from that same church, they're like, "Okay, miracle. Just you already know what more. Everybody knows what modeling is all about. but you can actually make a difference right now, even as a Christian. Now, who said a Christian? They mentioned people in the Bible. They mentioned Esther. They mentioned Ruth. Those people that were capacity women in the Bible. You understand?
Mm.
They gave instances with them. Like, okay, these people, but didn't they do exploits? You can actually make exploits without compromising, without going contrary to the commandments of God.
Yeah.
And they believed in me, they supported me too, they gave me whatever I need. Do you understand? Because I know that, okay, if they don't give me this thing, what if the sister goes out and starts getting it somewhere else? And those places she's getting it now demands something else from her. Do you understand?
Yeah.
So that's
Wow. Oh, that's actually quite powerful. That in the midst of all of these things, you still have one or two persons who still help you to flame your fire, to make you feel like what you're doing is right. My pastor will be like, see, if we keep condemning the politicians, I say, oh, politicians are bad people. What happens? How about we change the narrative by Christians going into politics and doing politics the right way? It is going to be tough, very challenging for you as a child of God, but that is what Jesus would do. You want to cause a change, you go into the system. Now, how would people now know that, okay, we can have Christian models who can, do these things and showcase it in a way Christ would? We have to be there. Someone has to walk into that shoe so that when people are giving examples, they be like, oh, I don't think if Miracle can do this, I think I can do it. But if Miracle
yeah.
was not there, they would not see anybody. They would like, if this person can do this, I think I would do this.
And believe me, to an extent, I think the narrative has been changed right now. There are
Mm,
so many young ladies who have passion for modeling, but because of what they've heard about modeling, their passion, their career, their talent is dying up, which is very, very wrong. Do you
mm,
understand? And that's one of the reasons why no matter what happened, I told myself I was going to join this modeling. I needed to liberate some people. I needed to help some people discover their talent. I needed to help people discover their passion.
mm,
And believe me, right now, most of them are contesting decently in a modest way. Do you understand?
mm.
Most of them
Yeah,
are not knowing the true definition. Like, even as a Christian, you can be an actress. Even as a Christian, you can be an artist. Even as a Christian, you can be a model.
mm,
Do you understand? Yeah.
yeah.
Okay. There's something I needed to finish. I didn't bring in my parents' own. When I
Okay.
started, my daddy was not in support of modeling. You understand? Even when his church members told him that, okay, that why will you allow your my dad is a leader in the church, you know, so why will you allow your daughter to go into modeling? Why? And you know what? Blah blah blah. My
Yeah,
dad also came. He told me, okay, Nne, you don't need to proceed. Even the first contest, the first pageant I went for, he seized my ticket. The ticket I was meant to sell to get more votes. Do you
yeah,
understand? So after all, pleas and begging from my mom, he brought it. He didn't go for the contest. You understand? So it was only my
yeah.
mom that went for it. But there is something I learned from my parents, and I wouldn't want to bring down. I wouldn't want to, bring that down and also forget that legacy they've laid for me.
Mm,
When I started remodeling, like I said before, they weren't in support of it. But when I started telling them my vision and started portraying what I told them, like trying to be decent. I didn't when I entered modeling, I didn't start wearing short skirts, we are opening my
yeah.
body, doing some all sort of things. Yeah, I had no option that to support. Right now, my dad is my biggest supporter. I'm
Oh,
telling you the
that's
gospel
so
truth.
sweet.
I'm telling you this. Yes. Why? Because I didn't like this particular word I'm looking for. Yeah, I didn't let them down. You
Mm,
understand? I stood to my words. Yes, I stood to my gun. I told myself I obeyed them, and I promise. I gave them a promise that okay, if people can allow me do this, that this is why I am going to the modeling industry. This is the reason why I'm doing this, and I promise that I know it's not going to be easy. It's very very easy to say and to practice. You
yeah.
understand? But I don't know, with their prayers and God guiding me, God leading me through with my determination, passion, hard work, consistency, and everything. God will not allow me to flop. You understand? God
Mm,
will always allow me to keep to the promise I've made to them. And by
yeah.
God's grace, they've been seeing it. No, but you cannot come now and say, okay, Miracle did this a month, Miracle was caught doing this. You understand? Even why my mom used to follow me to almost all the pageants. You understand? So you cannot come and be telling her rubbish right now. So those things
Mm.
made them even they are even trying to put my sister more into the modeling too.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
That's really powerful. It's easier for you to say it now, laugh over it, but when you were in that shoe, that moment when it was hit, because I can only imagine
Yeah.
your father seizing your tickets to that extent, what the mental stress you had to go through, the feeling of,
Yeah.
feeling bad, feeling disappointed, and the rest of that. But that now, Miracle, you stood to your ground. You proved them that, see, this, what I saw or what I knew or what I wanted is tangible. It is valid. I know what I wanted. So I think God just wanted to use those challenges to really test you and be sure whether, you just wanted to do modeling because you're a fine girl or because you want the money.
Yeah.
Or do you really want to go into this industry because you want to use it like to open the eyes of so many other people? I'm sure, and I
Yeah.
believe you have proven to God that, okay, God, this is what I really wanted. And I bet you, girl, you have not seen anything yet. Ah, you've not even gone anywhere compared to where God has intention of taking you to. You have not even come out of the cave. Because the more you keep
Mhm.
standing to your truth, keep doing what you're doing, righteousness and holiness, helping people out, companies, reputable Christian organizations will reach out to you and will work with you in
Yeah.
such a way that the secular world cannot even offer you that. That's the truth. God watches our obedience, because at the other side of our obedience is His rewards. Remember that in the Bible says that eyes have not seen, ears have not heard, and it has not entered into the hearts of men what God has in store for us. So long we are diligent and we are obedient, Deuteronomy 28:1 was talking about, if we are diligent, obedient, we are going to reap this, eat the fruits of the land, our
Yeah.
going in and coming out will be blessed, and the rest of that. So keep it up, honestly, like from my heart,
Thank
just
you.
keep it up. You inspire a lot of persons, and I enjoy scrolling through your page. Let's talk about your
Thank
failures,
you.
because there's no success without bunch and bags of failures. Challenges are one thing, but failures are another thing. Before, when I
Yeah.
fail, it hurt me so badly because I feel like I'm a failure and it makes me give up easily. But when I start understanding the beauty of failure, it helped me to embrace the gift of failure when I fail. When you fail, it shows that there's either lack of adequate preparation, there are steps you
Yeah.
missed, there are other things involved in it, and maybe it's not even your time. But failure gives you the
Yeah.
chance to repeat that thing with a new strategy so that you can come back and have a result. And once you have a result, you no longer live in fear, because if they wake you by midnight, you can wake up and create that result again because you have mastered it. So talk
Yeah.
to us about your failures. Before then, everyone watching us till now, I want to say thank you for still watching us. I do not take your views, your time for granted. Yes, we know you come here to learn a lot from this podcast, but at the same time, girl, you put in your time, your effort, your finances, and you watch with intention. Thank you. So do
Yeah.
well to just click on that subscribe button if you have not done so. Like, share, comment in the comment section. If you have any questions, maybe topic ideas, don't forget to say them in the comment section or send me an email using the email currently on the screen. So, Queen, talk to me about your failures. What were the failures you encountered in your years of modeling? Not just in the modeling, even in other the brand deals, influencing, and all of these things you do. Like, please, just the floor is
Okay.
yours.
All right. Thank you. I wouldn't say I've not met failures or seen failures in my dealings. Okay. Most times I go for pageant and I don't win. I I might come out as first, but when I started modeling, I'm always coming out as first enough. Even to this time, my friends started asking me in Igbo, "Yeah, came in the game." So why can't you just withdraw? Like, that's okay. We already have a corrupt world or maybe a
Yeah.
corrupt country. Do you understand? That why can't you just since you know what is involved, like they say, is either money, your body, or connection. I wouldn't say much about this, but this is what people say. Do you understand? Okay, when you know this all these things are involved, why not just that? It's not something you can just do and say, okay, this is even if it's actually yours, something must come out and they won't give it to you. So why not
Yeah.
just withdraw and stop modeling, stop pageantry and concentrate more on commercial modeling? You understand? That's facial, studio, brand advertisements. You
Mm.
understand? So most times, like I said before, I don't win. I end up professor enough, but still, my determination kept on pushing me. My passion kept on pushing. There was time I told myself, I don't want to continue. I don't want to contest for anything, any damn thing again, ever again. We
Everybody
just
should
concentrate
get
on
out.
commercial. Everybody should just stay on their own. I don't want contestants. You understand? So, but still, how I get from apply for PDS is what I don't know.
Mm.
Seriously, that's what I don't do. Yeah, but the one that shocked me was okay. The last face of Arise Africa before I became no makeup queen tourism Africa, face of Arise
Mm.
Africa. Yes. After everything people said, I was still led to contest. Imagine an agency where I contested two times in the agency. I came out as fortunate up after 1 year. I had to go back again to contest. You
Wow.
understand? And
Yeah.
when I contested, I became the winner for that year.
Mm.
So you see, you get the passion and determination. You understand? So
Yeah.
the first failure I do have then,
How
maybe
does it make you
I can
feel?
actually encounter it again. Okay, then I feel like God. So after, in fact, I feel most times I feel like I'm being depressed. I feel distressed. I feel frustrated. I don't know how I feel. Most times I do cry. Like I can cry, yo.
Ah, I can cry
Whenever
too. My
I
sister.
cry, my mom will come, she will embrace me and tell me, no, it's okay, don't
Okay.
worry. If you don't get it now, you will get it next time. My friends will tell me, Miracle, you did well. There was all those words of encouragement. You did well, you tried, but next time, trust me, if you do more better, you're going to get the crown. Do you understand? So when
Yeah.
they tell me those kind of things, I feel relieved. You understand? And I will be led to move on again. You understand? Then I think the second, let me just say the failure, some of the failures I've encountered too is most times I try to write to some brands I'm in love with. You understand? I would love to be their model, their brand ambassador, but because of the one thing or the other, they will not accept my proposal. And at times I feel hurt. I feel like, okay, it's because I'm not a celebrity now. You know, if you see a very good fine girl like this with good smile and good everything, charisma, picture, you don't want to sign me. Why?
Yeah.
So most times it's disheartening, but it doesn't stop me too. I can remember when I got Colgate toothpaste brand model.
Mm.
Ask me how I got that.
Like, just take us on that gist. How were you able to land this Colgate brand
Okay.
model gig?
Yeah. Yeah. Like most of the endorsements I get, I'm the one that go for it. I write
Okay.
proposals to companies. I tell them, okay, this is what I do, send in my profile, and I write proposals to get contracts or deals or modeling signings from
Mm.
them. You understand? Okay. So how I got Colgate was this. I saw Okay, I saw some medical students once certain time at my place. So I saw the red t-shirt they were wearing, the Colgate t-shirt. I was like, I love this brand. They enter my eyes as I see I'm so say I love this brand though. The red and the Colgate, everything, the
Yeah.
design. I was like, when I saw it, I was like, wow. I asked them what happened. They said they went for outreach, they went for oral outreach, went to secondary school to share toothpaste and to talk to little kids, pupils about
Yeah.
personal hygiene, how to keep their teeth neat and everything. I was like, okay, I would need this t-shirt. I don't know when I said that t-shirt, but I told one of the people that went for the outreach that okay, I would need this t-shirt. If there are still ones remaining, I would love to have one. And I said, do you want to go for the outreach? Also, just I want you to do something. So he was like, okay, no problem. After then, I don't think he gave it to me, but I got the clothes from somebody else. I took
Mm.
it. I went to studio. I went to market. I bought toothpaste, Colgate toothpaste, but like also 1,000 naira. So went to studio. Also paid the studio man. Yes, and then I took pictures with the Colgate.
Was
Then
it
I
that
sent it to
fine
them on
picture? There's this. Was it that picture? I took one picture on your Facebook. Is it that Colgate? Okay,
yes.
you're holding like a cap on red shirt.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh,
Thank you. That was the first picture I took. Yes.
oh,
So when I took those pictures, I told my friends that I want to model for this brand because they told me that okay, I have a good dentals. I smile very well. I have a good smile. I can actually work for all these toothpaste companies. Do you understand? I was
Yeah.
like, I said, okay, let me put it to a trial. Yes, let me just try it. There's no harm in trying. That was what I said. I didn't care if I was going to get it. I
Mm,
didn't care about the outcome, but I was like, I need it. Let me just try. Just casual. Let me just try. But
yeah.
even if there's no, even if they don't take me, I can use it and put my page, my Facebook page, and be posting it there for
Mm,
fun. Yes, so when after I was done with the picture, I sent it to I posted it on Instagram, then tagged them. They were so happy. They were like, "Ah, thank you, Miracle, for choosing Colgate. You know, their normal official comments, you understand, for choosing
responses.
Colgate as your brand." So when I saw that, I was like, Jesus, this people really responded to my I was shouting where I was. So I had to send them a message. Okay, thank you so much. I would also love to work as one of your brand models. Do you understand? Ahead, you know, it's sounding funny right now, but as well, it's fine. So I would love to model for your brand, and also because I love Colgate. So they also responded to me that right now, that's a very good one, but right now they don't need models. So
Mm.
after 3 months, after everything ended,
And
do
die
you
down,
understand?
yeah.
Yes. So they sent after 3 months, they sent me a message again that hello Miracle, after everything they've all said and done, I mean they've decided to go with me as
Oh,
one of their models. I'm like, Jesus, is this
wow.
my dream or I just started seeing it as scam. Are you sure this is not a scam company, like a scam Instagram account? After checking their but it was actually verified account. I was like, no, no, need
Wow.
verification. I'm not sure this one is this real. I sent it
Real.
to my one of my boss. Yes, sent it to one of my boss. Please check this thing out. Him too was not even sure if it was real too. Do you understand? So when I said okay, okay, they sent us email, they sent us dates. Do you know that every other signing we did was
Mm.
online? Imagine signing and sending to
Hmm.
me. Like we didn't have a physical meeting.
Meeting, yeah.
Do you understand? Like to show you how God used to work. God works in a mysterious way. Do you know?
Honestly.
You don't need to be present there. Yes, he has a way of doing his own thing. You understand? Most things were happening. We were like, which deal do you sign online? Like I was sitting there, it was when I was catching me, she's like, I'm not sure this thing is still. I was not still convinced yet. Next thing, they sent money for me to go
Hmm.
for the official photo shoot.
Yeah.
Ha. I was like, seriously? Wow. After the photo shoot, they now sent me my own payment. That was how I became their model and
Yeah,
modeled for
model
them for some period of time.
time.
So that was
Wow.
my yeah. I'm
Like this
sharing
is
it
this
not
is a
like
very this
any
is
other
very
thing, but as a
bold.
testimony.
Yeah, and this is quite
Oh,
encouraging and inspiring.
okay.
People be like, ah, I know this company is a big company. They have everything they needed. They will not
And
even
it's an
consider
international
me.
company for that matter.
Why not just try? Give it a
Yeah, just
try. If you fail, you fail. At least it teaches you something. They're not trying
the
at all
experience
because
alone.
yes, because if you find okay, if you're scared of failure and you're like, okay, I'm not going to try. Whenever you finally get to try something for the first time, there are chances that you will still fail. So why not start learning how to fail now with these ones? Just give it a try. That was really massive,
And do you know the
honestly.
funny thing there? I also
Now,
got some discouraging words from people like, look at this one. Oh, let me just use their tongue.
yeah,
Wait, of all brands, they never see all these celebrities, all these ones, and you, Miracle, you're going for Colgate. Say, never talk it to the worry. You don't even want to
try.
start from the grassroots. You're going for a bigger, like, those kind of discouraging words that you will hear like this. You start thinking about your life, like what they're saying is actually true. Or, do you understand? Like,
Yeah, I
it's not
get
better to
it.
just respect myself. But do you know what? I didn't care what people were saying.
Mm,
Do you understand? Yes. I wouldn't care about it. I still moved on with what my mind was telling me. And let me tell you something. Once determination works, when you are
mm,
determined, when you're determined
yeah,
to get something, when you're passionate, when you're determined, the next thing you should do is hard work. You start putting, okay, there's something about say, put your faith to work. You
mm,
start to put your faith to work. Start working hard towards that because determination is driving you already. So even when you are
yeah.
determined, you can't just stay and watch for
Sit
miracle
down
to
there.
happen. Yes, you work out your faith. Do you understand?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's powerful. What you said is just true. You know, the Bible talked about faith and work. You can't say you have
Yeah.
faith and you don't have work to show for it. You have passion,
So
desire, you know, if they bring out your New Year resolution and New Year's goals, you see 1,000 things you are written down. I want to become this woman of substance, woman of influence. I want to do this, and that. But at the end of the day,
yeah,
you end up shutting the book and putting it under your bed, and only for you to dust it out on the 31st of December. Does it make sense? Once you have written it down, pursue. The Bible says something in book of Habakkuk, chapter 2, verse. It said, write the vision down, right? Make it bold so that
yeah.
he that sees it will run with it. So it's important you write that vision you have. Pen it down, make it bold, then put in the work of running with it. Running with it, reaching out to the brands you need to reach out to.
Es-
Reaching,
Excuse me, ma, please. My phone is shutting down. Oh God, I don't know how this
oops,
happened.
it's
Yeah.
it's fine. Is it
Okay.
battery?
We, yes, it's running down already. It's shutting down. Maybe can we finish it up by tomorrow? Is it possible?
Oh, we're almost rounding up already. But if
Um,
it goes off right now, there's no problem. Maybe I can just conclude. Does it still have
oh,
up to 1 minute, or is just going off now?
it's off already.
Oh, it's okay. It's fine. It's totally fine.
Oh God.
All right, so we lost her due to battery issues, and all of these things can happen, of course. Battery, electronics, gadgets, and the rest of them. There was a time I had a session with Chama Kiki. The first time I had a session with Chama Kiki, we recorded everything, spent an hour plus recording, and at the end of the day, we realized that it did not record. So I understand technical higgy haggers and issues, which is what we just experienced now. And this is where we're pegging it. I wanted to ask her for, her advice for those who are planning to go into pageantry, modeling, and the rest of them. But I believe if you had watched us to this point, you should be able to grab all the things she would have told you. She would have told you to put in the work. She would have told you to write it down. She would have told you to make that bold step. She would have told you a whole lot of things that she would have said to you, which I strongly believe that if you listen to this point, you definitely must have, found your own advice lying within. So once again, thank you, Her Royal Majesty, Queen Miracle Chiamaka Ezeh-David, very beautiful young woman. Thank you for making it to this podcast. I really appreciate it. And you have a very, very busy schedule this period, but you still chose to come out and do this with me today after, scheduling and rescheduling. So thank you so much to everyone who's still watching us. Do not forget to like, subscribe. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section. And also remember that you have this dream. There are these inspirations and ideas and goals and dreams God has embedded in you. Do not let them slide. Do not let them sleep. Challenges are going to come. Definitely, challenges are part of life. It is hard to uh, to really understand what I'm saying, especially when you're going through them. But you can't give up. Tough times don't last. Tough people last. So I just hope God helps you, brings you the answers to the questions you have. And do not forget to watch other of our episodes. We have previous episodes on the Christian Girl Vibe Live. We also have episodes on Hide My Identity, which is where we share people's real life stories and give you the platform and chance to, profile your solution, share your 2 cents on what you think they should do. And this has gone a long way, helped a lot of persons. Until next time, stay safe, blessed. Remember, you're being given a talent. Do not misuse it. Do not be like the servant with the 1 talent who went and hid it. Be like the servant with the 5 talents and the other servant with, was it 2 or 3 talents? Multiply it and wait for the coming of the Lord. Jesus is actually coming soon. So see you in our next podcast next week, Friday. I'm still Nnalue Ifeoma, your host, and I love you. Bye.